Hey everyone, welcome to 360 Degree Data Podcast, where we dive into AI, machine learning, data, and analytics. Today I want to explain agent development with Google ADK. So let's get started. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I've created two simple examples. One is a single agent using Python and Google ADK, and another is the multi-agent example. So let's look into the single agent example first. Google ADK is a very powerful development kit. It makes the agent development very easy for the programmers. So this is an example of a single agent, very simplest agent using Google ADK. First, you start by importing the agent, and then today we are going to use Google Search as one of the tool for the agent. So I'm importing the Google Search at the top of the header. Now I'm defining a root agent. I'm giving an agent to the name that's a search assistant. So I want this agent to search something in Google. And then I'm using Gemini 2.0 Flash, the large language model, and then I'm giving the instruction prompt for the agent, what it's supposed to do. My instruction to the agent is that you are a helpful assistant. Answer your questions using Google Search when needed. And then description and assistant that can search the web. Tools, I'm using the Google Search toolkit. So that's the simplest form of creating an agent. So now let's run this and see the output. You run a Google agent using ADK command ADK run, followed by the folder name. So let me come out of the folder. I'm going to do ADK run. So I'm going to give the full folder name. There you go. So it's running the agent now, running agent search assistant type exit to exit. So the user is now us. We have to give a specific question or a search command for the agent to go to the Google search. So let's ask the question, what is the weather in New York? There you go. The search assistant has given the response by calling the Google search, and then it's given a very accurate response. So this is a very simplest example of a single agent. Now let's dive into the multi-agent example. Let's go into the multi-agent folder I've created. It's a similar structure with an init.py where we just import the agent, and then we look at the agent.py. So in this example, I'm using an LLM agent, Google Search, and a base agent. I'll explain to you what I'm currently doing. So I'm defining a root agent. That's the orchestrator agent. That's a coordinator. So the root agent is an LLM agent. So there are different types of agent, which I'll cover in a different podcast. So the main purpose of the coordinator agent or the orchestrator agent is to call specific agents in a sequential manner, or depending on a condition, on whatever instruction you're going to provide here. So in this example, I'm defining two other agents. One is a greeter agent, and another is a task executor agent. So in the tools for the coordinator agent, I'm giving sequentially it should call greeter, and then it has to call the task executor agent. So the description for the coordinator agent I've given is I coordinate greetings and tasks. Now let's go into the greeter agent. That's the greeter. It's an LLM agent. Again, all these agents uses Gemini 2.0 Flash. The instruction is please greet the user and ask them if they need any help. If yes, hand off to the task executor agent. It's like a simple greet and meet agent, and then it hands off the task to the task executor. Whereas the job of a task executor agent is you're a helpful assistant, answer your questions using Google Search when needed. So as soon as you run the agent, coordinator agent takes control, and then it invites the greeter agent, where the greeter agent greets the user with a simple message and then hands off to the task executor agent. So let's run this example and see what's the output. So let's run this agent using the same command ADK run. So now we'll get a prompt for the user. Now if we say hi, you'll see the greeter agent in action. It says, "Hello, how can I help you today? If you have a task you'd like me to handle, I can pass you along to the task executor agent. Just let me know." So this is working based on the prompt that we gave earlier to the greeter agent, that you are a helpful agent, that you have to greet the user and hand off to the task executor agent. So that's the instruction we gave to the greeter agent. The greeter agent is now doing its function. And now we're going to ask the same question. What is the weather in New York? Now the greeter agent will hand off to the task executor agent. Task executor agent will provide the same example, same answer as we got earlier. So the task executor will simply call Google Search and provide the response back to the coordinator agent. The coordinator agent will provide the output here. So that's how a multi-agent architecture will look like. This again, it's a very simplest form of three agents handing off to one another, and how they work as per the instruction that we give in the code. I came across another complex example. This is an example for a travel concierge, and you can see how agent development can become more and more complex. In this case, they have a route agent, and then they have defined a planning agent, inspiration agent, booking agent, pre-trip agent, in-trip agent, so different agents, and every agent has got its own functionality, and then it has to call based on specific instructions, has to call flight search agent or hotel search agent. So it's in a way, it's how humans work in a different call center scenario. So that's what the agent does in this functionality. They work like a human agent, and then they hand off to different agents based on the query from the user. That's an example for a very complex agent. I hope this is useful for you. And in the upcoming podcast, we'll see development for complex agents and many other useful topics. If you like this podcast, please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next podcast.